We've talked about the writers, we've talked about the showrunners. There's only one group left to talk about from a writer's room, and that is the support staff. I know that we're used to hearing about the writers and the showrunners and those jobs, they seem flashy, but the support staff in a room is so important. They are what makes the room work. They are what makes the room continue on. So to finish off this little series about the anatomy of a writer's room, we're going to cover a few of the support staff roles that kind of interact with the writer's room and might even be in the writer's room. If you're new to my channel, my name is Megan. I'm an aspiring TV writer, and I am sharing my journey into the entertainment industry here on YouTube. I'm sharing what I'm learning as I kind of navigate this path. So I wanted to share what it looks like in a writer's room, and we're coming up to the end of that journey today. First up, we'll talk about the writer's assistant. This is probably going to be the one you're most familiar with. This is the person who's kind of most in the room. They get to sit in the room and they type up any notes. They sometimes will even get to participate in the discussion. Just depends on the kind of room you're in. Like I've said with a lot of these videos, it just depends on each room, what each role is going to look like, what roles are going to be in the room, all of that. The writer's assistant will help with researching and outlining, and sometimes depending on the room, the writer's assistant might actually type up a script or an outline or whatever as it's dictated in the room to them. So you want to make sure your typing skills are up to the task, because it's embarrassing when everybody's watching you type and you're misspelling everything. Next up, let's talk about the writer's PA, also known as the writer's production assistant. This is somebody who's doing more administrative duties. They are restocking any food or snacks or paper or any other kind of things like that in the room. They are doing lunch and coffee runs. They're doing any other runs that the writers might need. I remember, I think it was Michael Jamin did a video about how they had an assistant in their room, and one of the writers got her period, needed Advil, and they told the assistant to go pick it up. And the writer's assistant refused and was then fired, because that's part of the job. You do the runs for whatever they need. And overall, the writer's PA just manages the writing office. Last but certainly not least, we have the script coordinator. This is somebody who does proofreading on the scripts. They kind of coordinate with the writers and production. So they're making sure that the scripts are ready to go into production, that there aren't any issues. So that looks like, once again, proofreading. That looks like checking for consistency, making sure that everything makes sense, any accuracies that need to be confirmed, any research on those accuracies. The script coordinator can also do checks for legality issues to make sure that everything is up to par, and that way, if there are issues, they can bring that up to whoever needs to then worry about fixing it and finding the solution. The script coordinator coordinates between the writing and production departments, prepares scripts for production, sends the most up-to-date scripts to everybody who needs them, and everything under that umbrella. There is a lot of tasks that fall to the script coordinator, and they are a very important role that doesn't get talked about a lot, I find. So those are all of the support staff that I'm going to talk about today. If you guys want to see any other videos about this, let me know. I know this is the end of this series, but I'm sure there's more that we could talk about here, so let me know in the comments section if you want to see anything like that. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up so I know that you like the content that I'm putting out. And if you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe and press the notification bell so you don't miss any of my new videos I post every Wednesday. See you next week. Bye.